Greetings, greetings. Welcome to the Weekly Awakening. My name is Tarak Uday with Awaken Within. And today we're going to continue going deeper with dreams and talk about the different floors and levels in a home on a dream. Usually there's always three floors, the first floor, second floor, and third floor, and then the basement within dreams. You hardly ever will be in a fourth story floor. If that happens, then you're either in like a hospital or a skyscraper or something like that. And so these different floors have different meanings. The first floor is the conscious mind, second floor is subconscious mind, third floor is superconscious mind, and a basement will represent the unconscious mind. Now, it's very important to understand the different symbols and images within your dreams because those will help you have a deeper understanding about yourself. And dreams are one of the most powerful tools for self-awareness that we have available to us because it's also the most current and relevant information that we need to know in regards to our own soul growth and personal development. So today we're talking about the second floor, and the second floor will represent your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the part of mind that your soul uses. It's your intuitive mind. Your intuition is your direct grasp of truth. You understand the truth directly without any reason as to why that's true. The reasons will come in with the conscious mind, the reasoning mind. The conscious mind will try to reason out what you're intuitively just understanding as truth. And for a lot of people, it's hard to understand the difference between their intuition and their imagination. And that's where the conscious mind comes in, where it's trying to reason this out. How is this true? I must be imagining this. There's no reason that I have for knowing that this is true, but I innately feel the truth within it. That's how you can kind of help separate the feeling of your subconscious thoughts. They'll have a different quality, a different feeling to them than your conscious thoughts. And your dreams being on the second floor may help you understand how to further develop that. But with time, or maybe you already have experienced that there is a difference, a subtle difference in essence to your subconscious thoughts than your conscious thoughts. So for an in-depth understanding of the subconscious mind, check out the video on the subconscious mind. But the subconscious mind has 4 different levels within that division of the mind. The deepest part of the subconscious mind is the mental level. Then you have the 2 lower and higher upper astral levels. And then you have the emotional level. The emotional level is what's closest to the conscious mind, and it's closest to the physical because the conscious mind is here in the physical. That's why your emotions, that we call them feelings, because we feel them. It's kind of like my shirt is touching me. It's adjacent to my physical skin, so I can feel my shirt very well. The light behind the camera, I can kind of perceive the heat from it, so I can kind of feel it a little bit, but not quite as strong. That's like your emotions and your mental level. Your thoughts, you can kind of perceive them and you can feel them with enough attention. But, your emotions, you really feel them because it's butting up against the conscious mind. So the subconscious mind has both of those. And the subconscious mind is the mind of your soul. So it's much older than your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is born brand new and fresh with every lifetime. So through the different experiences that you have within this physical lifetime will mold how your conscious mind is then shaped and formed. Your subconscious mind is much older than that. It holds thoughts and memories from hundreds of lifetimes that you've experienced. And so there's much more information available to you from those different lifetimes. That's where a lot of the knowledge and wisdom from your intuitive thoughts come from. Your intuition of, I just know that this is true. Well, you may not have a reason to be clairvoyant or clairaudient, where you can perceive sounds or images within your mind that aren't in the physical but are in the astral, and you can perceive those. You may not have built up experiences to build those abilities within this lifetime, but you've spent many other lifetimes building those up, and so you just have a natural innate ability of doing that. There's no reason why you should be doing that in the physical, but it's intuitive. It's something built up. It's a part of your soul. And so that's kind of some more differences between the conscious and subconscious mind. So when you're having a dream on the second floor, that's more of what you want to pay attention to. What's going on? Are there a bunch of people there? Is it light or not? Like I said in the first floor video, you always want to pay attention to how much light is in a dream. Is this something that you're aware of? It's what's going on in the message within the dream, contained within the dream, that your subconscious mind is trying to tell you. Is there light? Are you aware of what's going on? Or is this something you're unaware of? Is something going on in the dream that you need to pay attention to and you just aren't even aware that it's going on? There's a lot of times where I'll have a mentee or just a random person reach out for a dream and get it interpreted, and I'll just share what those symbols mean and what that means for their life. Like, oh, that kind of makes sense, but I don't really see it where that applies to me. And then I'll ask them, is it daytime or nighttime? Is it bright in the room, or is it dark, or the lights off? And almost all the time they'll say, oh, it's nighttime, or oh, it's dark. It's not very bright. The lights are off. And that just means that this is something that they're unaware of, which is what clued me into it, because they said, oh, well, that makes sense, but I don't really see it for me. I'm unaware of of this, which is, another reason why dreams are so important to understand, because they can shed light into things that you're unaware of. Like for example, we use our conscious mind when we're awake, so we're more familiar with what's going on in the conscious. The subconscious mind never sleeps, so there isn't any level of unawareness. The subconscious mind is aware of all of it, so it can provide you with messages of things that you're consciously not aware of, and not picking up on. Are there other people up there with you in the second level? Are there any windows for you to be able to see out? And become, that also represents awareness, with different windows as well as the light. The different rooms. Are you going into other rooms? Are you just stuck into that room? Are you taking stairs to go to other floors and access different levels? What all's going on this second floor? But whatever it is pertaining to the subconscious mind. And whatever the context is within the dream, you'll want to apply it through the filter that this is all an awareness of what's occurring and going on subconsciously. So it may take a little more finesse to work with versus something going on in the conscious mind. If I'm running from something in the dream, I'm running from something on the first floor trying to hide, then that represents something within my conscious mind that I'm running from and not wanting to face. Maybe I'm very confrontational and I don't want to face that part of myself. I don't want to address the fact that I'm very confrontational and abrasive. So I'm running from things. That will be easier to deal with, because within the conscious mind, it's something happening in the physical. Somebody says something to me, and I snap at them. So that's easier to face. Oh, okay, I see it happening now. Okay, now that I had that dream, I see how I'm snapping back at people. Let me work on that. That's a little easier than if the same thing is going on and I'm in the subconscious mind. I'm on the second floor, because then not only do I have to just address that action when it's happening in the physical, I have to go deeper into the belief system that is at the root of that physical behavior. And so it may take a little more finesse. You may have to do a little more meditating, a little more contemplating, and go a little bit deeper to identify what you need to uproot out of the earth, because earth also represents subconscious mind, because, like I said, our conscious thoughts are planted into the subconscious mind to then sprout out things out into the physical. So what core belief is at the root of being so confrontational and abrasive? That may take a little more finesse and subtlety in the work that you do to identify that. So if your dream is having that, so that it can be the same exact dream, running from someone who's very confrontational and abrasive in your dream, happening on the first floor versus the second floor, can have a big difference. So whatever it is for your dream, the context of your dream, that's kind of how you'll want to look at it, the difference between it being on the first floor and the second floor. So I hope this helps you with your dreams, because the more you understand about your dreams, the more you can understand about yourself. And the more you understand about yourself, the faster you can grow and evolve. So if you want to know more about the other levels, first floor, third floor, basement, check out those videos. And with that, as always, I leave you in peace.